Hello friends, today is the 12th day of Flutter and today we are going to see icons widget. Now we have already used icons widget in many of the projects, but today we will see what are the properties which are provided by the icons widget. Now normally icons are used to represent one graphical image. So we will use icons in this video. So let's jump to the coding part. Now this is the app which we have created in the last video. Now we will create one new Flutter project by going inside the file and creating new Flutter project. Now give it some name, Flutter icon. Now we have already specified the Flutter SDK part. Just click next and just finish. Now this will take some time to create new Flutter project. So the properties that are provided by the icon widget are color, that we can change the color of the icons by using the property that is color, and we can also change the size of our icon. Now this and we can also change the direction of the text which we will specify. So these are the properties that are provided by the icon widget. Now we will just remove this and we will create our own functions and methods. Now the first one is void main, run app, my app. Now we will create this class. Now just run this app. Now this will take some time to create, build and install the app. So till that we will start creating our app. So first of all we will create material app. The title will be and inside home we will create scaffold widget which will be having an app bar and body. App bar will have title as now if we want to change the background color, then we can change it. Now we will create our body of scaffold. Inside body, now we will create row or column, and inside that we will use the cross axis alignment property and will specify it as center. Now we will create children. Okay, there is some error due to insufficient space. So we will delete some app, that is this app1. Okay, just run it again. Now we will create di- different children of our column widget. So first will be, so we will have some icons. The first one is icons.home. So this is the icon which we have created. Now we can change the color of this icon by using its property, which is color. Now just we have to specify that which color icon should be there. So we will create black icon. Now we can also specify the size. So we can have some size. Now we can also use this text direction so that the direction of the text which will specify for the icon will be there. That is text direction. After that, text direction dot ltr and rtr. Now we can also use this semantic label. So here is the app which we have created. Now just hit Ctrl and S to see. Okay, this is the first icon which we have created. Now we will set the center widget. Now just hit Ctrl and S. Now give some margin. Okay, the column widget is having padding property. Okay, we have to use the padding widget for that. Now we are going to create some other icons also, like icons dot alarm. After that, icons dot can use any of these icons which are provided by this icon widget. Now just hit Ctrl and S. Now you can see different icons. Now if you want some space between these two widgets, you can use one another widget, that is sized box. Now inside that, if you want some space vertically, at that time you can use the height property, and if you want space horizontally, at that time you can use the width property. Now just hit Ctrl and S. Now you can see there will be some space between this home icon widget and between this access alarm icon widget. Now we can also increase this space by just changing the height. Now you can see there is some gap created between these two widgets. Similarly, we will copy paste this between the alarm and the delete icon. Now here we have placed this icon vertically. Now we can also uh, place this icon horizontally by using the row property, row widget. So just change the column widget to row widget. Now you can see that this is having this icons are placed horizontally at the center. Now what we have to do, now as we have specified some space between all these two widgets, but we have specified the height property, which will not be applicable in horizontal direction. So for that we have to use the width property. Now just hit Ctrl and S. Now you can see there is a space provided between the both the two icons. Similarly, we will specify the width property over here to have some space between the alarm and the delete icon. Now we can change this property as main axis alignment dot space it evenly. Now just hit Ctrl and S to spread it evenly on your page. Now you can also remove this center widget to have this at the top. Just hit Ctrl and S. Now you can see that we are having three icons at the top of our page. Now we can wrap this icon widget inside the column widget, and we can give text below this icon, that is home. Now just hit Ctrl and S. Now you can see that one text is provided under this home widget. Now just remove this. As we have changed, okay, we have to create different columns for this. Wrap it inside column. Just hit Ctrl and S. Now you just copy this text widget and paste inside the second column widget. Now second one is alarm. Now we will wrap the third widget also into column widget and will paste the text widget. We'll give some text, that is. Now you can see we have given the text to this icon. So this way you can create different types of icons and specify the values that you want. So we'll specify this. Okay, this will create no changes. Now this was all about the icons widget. So you can use these icons in your app wherever you want. Hello friends, today is the 13th day of Flutter and today we are going to see image widget. Now normally image widget is used to display images in Flutter. Now when we create an app in Flutter, it includes both code and asset resources. Now an asset is a file which is bundled and deployed with the app and is accessible at runtime. The asset can include static data, configuration files, icons, and images. The Flutter supports many images formats such as JPG, WebPNG, GIF, Animated Web PNG, GIF, BMP, and WBMP. Now, in Flutter, displaying images is the fundamental concept. Flutter has an image widget that allows displaying different types of images in the mobile application. So we will jump to the coding part to include images in our app. So this was the last app which we have created. Now what we will do, first of all, just open this project resource. Now inside that, just open this. Now first of all, we have to create one folder inside which we will add our images. Now just right click on it, now new, and just create one directory. Now name this directory anything you want. I will name it as assets. Now what we have to do, we have to copy some images and paste it inside this asset folder. So I have downloaded some images. So here is the first image. Just Control C from here and paste it inside this asset folder. Here is the joker.jpg. I just hit OK. Now you can see there is one images added in this asset folder which is joker.jpg. Now after adding these images and creating this folder, we have to add the path of this asset folder inside the pubspec.yml file. So now just open this pubspec.yml file. Now here you can see the version, SDK version, everything is mentioned inside this pubspec.yml file. Now here we have to uncomment this part and will write the path which we have created. So we have created one assets folder inside which we are having joker.jpg. Now, okay, once check what the extension is, it's jpg. Now just you can now update this pubspec.yml file by clicking on this pub get, or else in terminal you can write flutter pub get. Here you can write flutter pub get this and hit enter. Now this and this pub get will do same thing. So you can uh, update your pubspec.yml file by using any of these two. Now we can use this image inside our app. So we will just create one child, that is new row, and now we will use this image widget. Now inside this we have to pass the path of our image. Now we are having our image inside the asset folder. So we will, for that we are having this asset method. Now we only have to specify the path which is assets slash joker dot jpg. Now just hit Ctrl and S. Now you can see the image will be loaded in our page. So here is the image. Now you can see there is one overlapping of the uh, images, as this image is going outside our screen. So for that, first of all we will remove the other things which we have created inside this row part. Now just hit Ctrl and S. Now just as now also it is somewhat going outside the page, so we will specify the width to our images, that the width should be of 500. Now just hit Ctrl and S. Okay, so you can also remove this error by wrapping this image inside the expanded widget. Just convert this. Now you can see Now this overlapping problem is not there. You can remove this expanded also. You can remove it by from here. Remove this widget. Now just hit Ctrl and S. Now what we can do? We can increase the height of this images. Now the other property that we can apply are height and width and the catchy size. Catchy height and width that is normally used when we are using the network images. So we can also give some text to this image by using the text widget. Now you can change the style of this string. Now this in this way we can use any image in our app. Now we will change this title, that is image widget. So now if we want to display some images from the internet directly rather than storing it inside the asset folder, then what we have to do, we just have to take the link of any image. Now we will just copy the link address of this image, and now we will use the image.network method to access the image using the link. Now just paste it over here. Now just hit Ctrl and S. Okay, I am not okay. I am connected to the internet. Let me see if this link is going to some image or not. Okay, this is not the URL for the image. So just click this image. Now just remove this link from here. So this thing you have to see that whether the link is going to some website or the image. Just paste the link and just hit Ctrl and S. Okay, here is the image. Now we have to remove the upper images. Now just hit Ctrl and S. Now just change the width of this image. Similarly we have done with the previous one. Now you can see the images which we have imported using using the link of this image, and we have specified it inside the network method. Now in this way you can use the images from the network. Now you can change the height and width of this image, and uh, you can also, as we have seen that this image is also supporting the GIF images, or so we can also specify. First of all we have to paste it inside this asset folder, have to mention it inside the pubspec.yml file, and after that we can use over here. Now we are also having one faded image like whenever if we are having image from the network, so sometimes it may have some issue that image is loading and we can't able to see anything at that side. So for that we can use faded image functions which will be used to give some placeholder, like you can use fade in image and you can give some placeholder, so that if the image is taking some time to load from the internet, so at that time some text will be displayed instead of that image. So we can specify it inside this placeholder, like I am having one image, so I will use that, and inside this image I will paste the link. Now this all is showing some okay. We have to remove this, and as we are using network, so we have to use this asset network. Okay, now we will paste cut it from here and we'll paste it over here, and we'll copy this, Control X. Now just remove these two lines, otherwise you will get error. Now just hit Control and S. Now you can see one image is loaded. Now what we will do, we will again give it some width like 300, and we will give some height, which maybe 300, 400, 500. Now as this image is having some fit crop property, so it will be cropped. Now whenever, like if we are not connected with the internet and we are trying to load it, now it will be in memory. So if the image is not loaded from the network, at that time we will have this Joker JPG image which we have specified inside the pubspec.yaml file. So normally we can use this fade in image method to do such type of image fetching. So this was all about the image widget.